Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Ryan. Today, quite simple. I've got two limited releases that I'm going to try, and I'm going to pick one that I like more than the other. It's that simple. We'll do two limited releases, and I'll pick a favorite. So these are two that I have never had before. One of them is coming out of Starlight, which Indiana distiller, doing great stuff. It's all like farm to table, kind of a process there. Well, farm to glass. I got my wires crossed there. Starlight Honey Reserve Bourbon finished in honey barrels. Batch 1, 106 proof. MSRP on that one comes in at, I think it's $65. $65 is the MSRP. I think it's a blend. You got like some 5-year, I think it's like 4 to 6 year old whiskeys. Both of them are bourbon. One's a 4 grain, so a little bit softer wheat in there to kind of help balance things out. The other one is, I think, a little bit more of a rye forward bourbon mash bill. So that's what's going on with that one. The second one is, as Matt from ADHD Whiskey calls it, Penelope. Penelope, Estate Collection Private Select 10-year-old whiskey. This is a 10-year Private Select from the Estate Collection. The price tag on this one comes in at $90, so a little more expensive, but it's a 10-year-old MGP, right? And it's not like a fancy finish or anything like that. They're just keeping it simple. The whole goal here was just to show off the Penelope MGP juice with a lot of maturity. 10-year-old bourbon. Shall we then? These both came in from Gary, so thanks so much, Gary. I appreciate you, brother. Very generous of you. Get in here on the nose of the Starlight. First thing I think of is actually like a brown sugar oatmeal. Creamy oats, a little bit of sweetness of brown sugar in there. And then comes the honey graham cereal. Kind of has that grain profile that you would get off of a cereal, but it's a very, very honey forward as well, which is not surprising. It's a honey cask finish. Honey grams are freaking delicious cereal. Love that nose. Let's try it. Cheers. Man, that's just oozing with honey. Tons of honey and a great graham cracker note that we were getting on the nose transfers to the palate. Those two things just going hand in hand, start to finish on this sip. And I do mean finish too, because it's stretching out. That honey sticks around for a long time. Second sip, a little bit of like cinnamon bread comes out as well. Now that I'm getting underneath the heavy honey notes, and just that little bit of that bready component is enough to help keep this grounded just enough to not be overbearing with the sweetness. The proof point works. 106. That's a nice proof point for this sip. It keeps it from getting too heavy. It's got plenty of punch, right? The flavor's not diluted, but it remains light and playful at the same time. Just a yummy sip, not to be taken hyper seriously. And for that, I think it's really good. If I saw that on a shelf for $65, I'm taking that home. Really, really good. Hey, Starlight, that's great. It is highly viscous in terms of oiliness on the glass. I don't know if that's coming through, if you can see that towards the top of the glass, these big drips. Yeah, kind of giving that visual impression of honey as well. Great sip. Shall we try the Penelope 10-year? This is the Estate Collection, 10-year-old MGP juice, 106.8 proof, $90 MSRP. Mash bill on this is 60% corn, 36% rye, 4% malted barley. Nose gives me notes of cocoa powder. A nice soft macadamia nut. And it's trying to hide from me, but there is just a fuzz of what I would attribute with a well-matured rye in here, where you get just a quick flyby of apricots. Well, let's get in on this, shall we? Cheers. It's really rye forward and bourbon heavy on the finish. Okay, up front, I'm getting some of those crisp, clean, minty notes that you get with the rye. A fuzz of that apricot, it's really not much at all. It's kind of a quick flyby across your palate. Then we start to transition into a little bit of butterscotch and some vanilla. Nothing about this is shocking. It is extremely traditional notes for me. Second sip reaffirms everything I said on the first sip, with a minor inclusion of some nice tannic oak on the sides of the mouth towards the end of the finish. Overall, pretty good. Nothing surprising, but good. So between these two, the Estate Collection 10-year Penelope and the Starlight, much more playful bottle, $65, honey cask finish, the Honey Reserve. I think I gotta go with the Starlight today. I just thought that this was just a little bit more playful, a little more surprising. The graham and honey components carry this sip and make it really crushable. This was certainly not bad at all. In fact, a little bit of a time cut here. On a subsequent sip, I got a little bit of a hint of bubblegum as well on the finish of the Penelope. I wouldn't be disappointed to have that on my shelf at all. But for my mood today, if I can only take one, I'm going to go with the Starlight. Yeah. Excellent stuff. Let me know if you've had either of these yourself, if they're on your shelf, or if you've had a pour of them. If you've ever been to Starlight, let me know what your experience was like. Literally everybody who goes to Starlight said they just rave about how cool the place is. Yeah. So I'm excited to add it to my list of places to stop at, hopefully within the next coming year. But hey, thanks so much for tuning into the video today. Let me know, just based on tasting notes, which one of these two you would have picked if it was up to you. Cheers, my friends. May you live richly and get better with age. And I hope to catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.